Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video I will show you the best Ethereum boilerplate I've ever seen, and honestly we've been looking for months for a great Ethereum boilerplate and we haven't found it. So we had to create our own, and you can find it using the link below. The first thing you see here on the right is the description, and the most important thing here is that although it is called Ethereum boilerplate, it is also compatible with other EVM systems, and also we're gonna add Solana soon, so it's something to keep in mind. Also, this boilerplate is completely full stack. What does it mean? It means that you get the full experience as if you yourself had a huge backend infrastructure that indexes the blockchain. Let me show you some examples. If you scroll down, you see first and foremost the demo here, and you see some of the features like, for example, the wallet where you can send any asset to any address. So you can, for example, here see that we're sending some USDT to this address, and we have a DEX, so you can start trading whatever you want from any asset to any other asset on chain using the DEX. Very, very easy. Soon I will show you how to run this boilerplate because I have a live version here as well. As you can see, for example, here I can do the address input and it generates me the image here on the fly. You can see all the balances, you can see all the ERC20 transfers very, very easily, and NFTs as well. So the first thing you do when you come here is to star us, because this will save you so much time. So if you like this boilerplate, please leave us a star. Also, if you have any problems with this boilerplate, whether you want to run it and you have some problems or you don't understand it, use the link below. You will find this forum thread, Ethereum boilerplate questions, and we will answer you quickly because we really want to ensure that you get all the tools, all the technology needed to start building fast. The reason why we even have this boilerplate is because everyone is doing exactly the same things when they start a new project. And you can see here we have the components. Let me start first by showing you the components, and then I will show you the hooks. So in the components, you see all of these finished UI elements. So for example, you want users to input addresses in your application. For example, if you have a wallet, you want them, of course, to be able to write their address, like here. If you have some kind of other application where they have to enter something that is an address, you have already a finished UI component for it, and it is address input. Also, we do have this one called address, where you can basically display an address on the screen and you can choose whether you want it copyable or not. So if it's copyable, then you have this image right here, you can click, you can copy. You can also see that you can specify the size, how long should it be, when we should truncate it like this. So this is address. Next, you have the chains, which is the chain picker. You can allow your users to go between different chains very quickly. You have the coin price. You can display any coin and you can see the price in dollars and in the native currency. Here it is in ETH, but if it's Binance chain, it would be in BNB. You can get a list of all transactions, or sorry, all balances like this. Very easy, and I can also show you live here. If I click balances, I get all my balances, and also paginated, is paginated by default. Next, transactions. I mean, the same story here. I go here to transactions, I see all my transactions for ERC20s. Very easy, as you can see. And we're adding more and more, as you can see here as well. For example, the wallet. I mean, this whole wallet is an element in itself. If you want to have a wallet in your application and you don't want to write it yourself, you just want to copy paste this wallet that we have here, you literally just write a wallet. All right, this is how easy we want to make it for you using these finished components. You just write wallet, and here people can choose assets. They can see they can say who they want to send it to. I say I want to send to this address, which is not even a real address, and I specify how much, and then when I click transfer, it will transfer. So this is important. And we're gonna add more and more. So this is only the beginning. So these are the components. Components are finished, already done UI elements. And of course, by the way, we encourage you to fork this repository, to contribute to it. If you want to contribute, you can just fork it here. You can make a merge request with your own features. If you want some other UI component we don't have yet, and you think it's important for everyone to have some kind of UI component that is not here at the moment, please make a pull request. We'll be happy to merge it if it makes sense. So these are the components. Now, the hooks. The hooks are basically all of these important features that all apps need, but it is just fetching data. So it's not full UI component. Let's say you want to build your own UI components, your own UI logic, and so on and so forth. You can use the hooks. So for example, here you can request the ERC20 balances and you get the data, and that's it. You get the assets. That's it. You want to see the transfers? you see the transfers as data. So the big difference between hooks and components is that components are full UI element, and hooks it's for data. You can request the same data as we saw in the UI, but you can use it however you want. You can use it in UI, you can use it for some calculation, and as you can see, we're gonna add more and more stuff here as well. So this is only the beginning, guys. Why? Because we're adding more and more blockchains. Right now, this is a full stack boilerplate for Ethereum. We're gonna be adding Solana and other non-EVM chains soon, so please keep an eye. We're also finishing now the React Native. I mean, this one is coming along soon, and don't forget to leave a star here. So soon we're gonna have a similar boilerplate for React Native, so you can build mobile apps as we have for React here. Now, in this second part of this video, let me show you how to install it. The first thing you do is to clone the repository. Then you install dependencies, yarn install, very easy. Then, let me show you in the code, you go to source, so you will see something like this. You go to source, you go to index.js, and here you need to paste your app ID and server URL. Where do you get this? You get it easily from the Moralis admin. So when you log into your Moralis admin, you see your server. Let me refresh it so we get the latest details. You see your server here. And then you can go to view details like so, and you can find server URL and application ID. So this is what we mean that this is a full stack Ethereum boilerplate, that you get also the backend component, because a lot of these different data points, you cannot ask the blockchain directly. That's why we have the Moralis server as the technology that gets even more data that needs some off-chain processing, because you cannot get it directly from the nodes. And soon, as you know, you can host Moralis server yourself as well, so you can self-host it, which is going to be very important. But the most important thing to understand is that it is as easy as it gets here. It's as easy. You just enter these two things, the server URL and app ID, and that's it. And everything will work except for the DEX. If you want the DEX to work, it's very easy as well. You have to go to plugins here in your server, and then you have to go to plugin store, and you have to install the 1inch plugin, this one you have to install. And so when that is installed, when you open your plugin panel and you see that 1inch is here, then it's ready, because 1inch is a plugin that allows you to do the DEX. So this is how easy it is, guys. To summarize, this is a full stack Ethereum boilerplate. It is the best we've seen. And the reason why is because we've been looking for so long for good Ethereum boilerplates. We haven't found any. And we thought, what is the best boilerplate? And we started to draw on this specification of different hooks and components that we need. And we created it ourselves. So of course, to us, it is currently the best one, because we haven't found any and we did it ourselves. And we, of course, encourage you to contribute. Have your own UI components, hooks that you want, merged into this repository, so you can also contribute to the development of the ecosystem. On that note, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Really, really appreciate you and your feedbacks and your ideas, and I hope to see them more. Start the repository, and see you all in the forum. Hopefully, if you have any problems, any questions, we'll see each other here. And also, you know, we have Discord, we have all kinds of things. Find the links below. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.